Third and last match of the day between Laila Cricket Club and BMC Victorians. Would like to welcome you all who are watching this live feed of Last Man Stands Bangladesh. Prantor welcoming you all into the last excitement for this day. We have seen some brilliant matches. Both the matches previously went to the wire. Some exciting cricket, some nail-biting contest. Some brilliant individual performances. A few desire field. Some sort of desired fieldings all over. It's all happening here in LMS. Stropple pull. It is too tough for the fielder to get. First boundary of this match from the willow of Rakib Ahmed. Mohammad Raihan Kabir, the skipper himself, with the ball. Again, strikes it straight, but not straight enough, with less power. Costed a dot ball for him. It's 7 without loss after the first over. Rakib Hossain will start the proceeding of the second over. Those who missed the second match missed the excitement of a nail-biting match for surely. No ball signaled. First ball, and it's overstepped. Rakib Hossain, with his pacey approach, will definitely take a test of Laila Cricket Club's batters. It should be an easy outing in this pitch. Seems like it's dead straight, dead flat, wide. Nervousness hovering around the bowlers of BMC Victorians. Another wide, but the first ball will be counted in compensation of 3 runs. Brilliant atmosphere to play cricket. Straight, long off will cut it off. Tutul is there to field it. Rakib Hossain couldn't start the over well, but now I guess he will be in full strength to compensate that. Brilliant fielding, though, to restrict the batters for only a single. Yeah, having said that, Rakib Hossain just losing his line and length in the very first few deliveries, but then hold back well. 2 gone now. It's 16 without loss, Laila Cricket Club. Nicely driven for another run. Another one or two. Yes. They're coming back for the second run. Brilliant piece of running. At the end of the day, these quick singles, doubles determine the match and make a difference. Again for a single, Mohammad Raihan Kabir, captain himself with the ball. He's very much agile, very much spoken friendly. Straight, no room offered. Sheikul Haq Rion tried that straight shot. Another one, brilliantly bowled. Good mix up with roll of the fingers. Speeded down the stroke play. Finally a single after those two dots. It's 3 gone. 20 without loss, Laila Cricket Club. Laila Cricket Club with a strong batting lineup waiting. Brilliantly played. Just abide by my words. They're proving that. Brilliant shot. Width given, a proper cut. And that ensured he starts off this over with a bang. Edge and taken and a wicket. Revenge was well served by Raqib Hussain. A no ball, couple of wides in the previous over, boundary to start off this over, and immediately after that getting that wicket, proving his worth to his teammates. First one done. Laila Cricket Club losing their first one for 24. First blood drawn. 24 for loss of that wicket. And now immediately after that Raqib Hussain just got back to his natural line, which is the wide line. Jokes apart, he must be feeling a bit pressure, struggling with his line and length. Dead Chinese cut for a boundary. In the previous delivery, the revenge was served, and now a delicious food in shape of a boundary was served. It was hot, spicy, a proper Chinese cut for a boundary. No movement from the fielder proved that it was nothing to stop. Again, unfortunate. It will be a boundary. Another one, I think, from the leg. Yes. Leg by boundary. Signaled by the umpire Mushfiq. 33 runs on board. Despite of a wicket, Rakib Hussain is proving costly. Last ball. Tries the pull, but bowls it so well. Rakib. Straight, pacey, no room offered. So a dot to finish. 4 gone, 33 for 1. Raihan Kabir continues to get hit by a 6. Out of the park. Straight back to the bowler. What a pickup shot. Often the coaches suggest to play straight, as much straight as possible. Dancing down the track, making room, and then having a drive. Another one. Boundaries are coming thick and fast with those singles and doubles. So it's a flurry of runs. Another 2 no. Settled with a single. A good communication in between the batters. And a skillful approach so far. Sensible approach. Slow. Had enough time, but straight to the hand of the fielder. At the straightish part of the ground. It's been taken safely, watchfully for the second one. Laila Cricket Club, 41 for 2. Just a ball remain of the 5th over. Wide signal, Newman in. Mamun Sardar getting his first run through a wide. Slower one again. And that's been a key for BMC Victorians bowlers to make this match a bit pace off. 5 gone, it's 43 for 2. And now for the later excitements to describe, I'd like to welcome Alif on mic.
Welcome back, everyone. We're extremely sorry for the technical issues that we are having. It's the third and the final game of the day between Laila CC and BMC Victorians, two of the heavyweights of Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by ACE and sponsored by T Sports. BMC Victorians was one of the finalists of the last edition of Last Man Stands, and they played the cup final against Citibank. And that was also a humdinger of a contest. Eventually, Citibank clinched the title, but BMC also performed brilliantly. After 6, it's 47-2, Laila CC. And this is how the bowling card looks like. Laila CC have lost 2 wickets in a real quick succession. Both the batters Wali Chaudhary and Mamun Shordar will have to take the responsibility of reconstructing the innings. That's a good piece of running between the wickets. Couple of runs fetched. Wali Chaudhary was really quick. A vastly experienced player. Previously he played professional cricket. So he would love to use all his experience and wisdom to rescue his side from this debacle. Shojib Islam has been introduced for the first time. That's cracked. Fielder out there. And the fielder takes the catch. The third wicket falls down. Laila CC are losing wickets in regular intervals. It's the experienced Walid Chaudhary who succumbs. Shojib Islam just comes and immediately breaks through. It's 49-3. On the pads, the fall of the third wicket brings Ashraful Pavel into the middle. And this reminds all of us, the first superstar of Bangladesh cricket, Mohammad Ashraful. Pavel has to play an Ashraful-like innings that Ashraful used to play 2 decades back. Bangladesh used to be in similar conditions. The top order used to fail and Ashraful used to rescue. He's done that on quite a few occasions. Let's see whether Pavel can do justice to his name. Solidly defended. An auspicious over from Shojib Islam. 5 runs and a big wicket of Walid Chaudhary. After 7, it's 52 for 3. It's Ujan Shanto for the next over. The right arm spinner gets underway and concedes a single. So both the batters, Mamun Chordar and Ashraful Pavel, are new in the middle. So they have to be circumspect. They need to find those gaps and singles as much as possible, and if possible, to convert those singles into doubles. Clipped off the pads. Just for a single only. So it's good that they're picking up those singles and keeping the scoreboard ticking over. But boundaries will also be needed. Whenever they'll get any loose delivery, they should eye for those boundaries. All these live pictures are coming to you from Puberga Krida Shikha Pratishthan Ground 1. You are watching Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by ACE and sponsored by T Sports. That's cut. But the fielder does really well. Immaculate effort to stop the boundary. This is really good, and when the bowlers receive this much of assistance from the fielders, that really elevates their morale, their confidence, their urge. It's really good to see the effort from the fielder. That's hit hard. Crack downtown, but we'll find the man. After 8, it's 58 for 3. Ujan Shanto. In fact, it's not Ujan Shanto. The new bowler hasn't been updated. The scoreboard is still showing the data of the last over. It's Shojib Islam is back. Driven on the up, through the gap. Oh yes, this is lovely placement from Ashraful Pavel. And all the jitters and the nerves will be removed by this shot, I reckon. It was an elegant cover drive. Driving on the up is always enjoyable to see. And if that is from someone like Ashraful Pavel that makes the beauty of the shot even more higher. Good running. Just to tickle around and quickly exchanging the striking end. So this is what a good team does. When they're under the cosh, a partnership starts to build, and that really shifts the momentum of the whole game. So that's what Laila CC is trying to do. But BMC Victorians won't really enjoy it. They'll be looking for another wicket. Ooh, almost got that. Just whistles past the blade. Shojib Islam has bowled well in his first over. Except the boundary, this over has also been quite decent. Trying to maintain a very tight channel and keep things really tight for the batters. Edged! Pouched! The breakthrough BMC Victorians were looking for. Mamun Sardar. He perishes. Shojib Islam almost got a wicket in the last delivery he delivered. But this time around, there is no almost. It's done and dusted. He sends back Mamun Sardar. Laila Cricket Club and their pressure continues after 9 and 64 for 4. Ujan Shanto comes back, and the fall of the fourth wicket brings Riajul Huda Raji to the middle. Another player who is vastly experienced, and someone badly needs to stand up to tackle this pressure situation for Laila CC. Ashraful Pavel is the one who's found some touch. He needs companion. He needs someone who will be his partner to form a solid partnership. Pushed in the gap will be a single only, which is of course not a bad result in this delivery. They have to get their singles as much as they can. The flow of the runs shouldn't be stopped at any point of the game. Edged away, not from the meaty part of the blade, but then again finds the fielder at deep third. There's a big gap at cover. Through that zone, Pavel hit a boundary previously. So if he gets one which is tossed up, he would love to go through the same gap as well. Uzan Shanto doesn't deliver the ball at the very end. Perhaps was assessing the intention of the batter. The projected score shows 139, which won't be adequate in my opinion against a team like BMC Victorians. Another single to complete this Ujan Shant over. 10 overs are done and dusted. It's 69 for 4 Laila Cricket Club. And for the next 5 overs, you will be having the companion of Prantur Dashono in the com box.
Thank you, Olive, for the warm welcome in this winter afternoon. Alif and I enjoying these Super Saturdays matches just like you. Another 2 runs, fumble in the fielding. Allows the batter for having another run. It's a good start by Laila Cricket Club, though they have lost a bit of more wickets than they would expect. But it's fine, 71 runs on board. So from here in this batting track, they should feel to have a score of anything around 140, 150. And as the projected score explained by Alif, after the 10th over, I think in near around 139. And he mentioned that it won't be adequate to defend by by Laila Cricket Club. Straight, high up in the air. Fielder underneath it and taken. Catch has been completed. And here's the double play. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Instead of 5, they will lose 6 important wickets. And both the batters will back in the hut. Misery, misery for Laila Cricket Club. I just mentioned about losing not that much batters, just 4, but now I have to tell that it is a spot of bother for Laila Cricket Club. Losing 6 batters and both the batters in this over with the help of double play. Oh God, oh God. It's kind of an earthquake which have shaken the base of LCC's high score. And that might demolish their dream of having a run. What a time, what a time to grab your opponent's 2 wickets in 1 over and exactly in a delivery. Now BMC Victorians will definitely try to bundle Laila Cricket Club out for, I guess, anything near around 100, 110. And that should be a piece of cake for BMC Victorians to chase. But yet so far, from here, because cricket is a game of uncertainty and you won't know what may happen with you. Two men in for LCC, Abdul Rahman and Mohammad Tawhidul Islam. Now they will have the afraid of losing another one and let their last man to stand there alone. Because at this stage where near around half of the overs left, you can't imagine to lose all your wickets around at the score of 70 plus runs. You need to rethink about your strategy. And that should be the strategy. Singles and doubles, what a throw, but not at the right end, I guess. But the throw was brilliant. This sort of throw is needed to jolt your opponent's confidence. Eleven gone, 74 for 6 LCC. 12th over starts off with a single. As I was talking about, the strategy should be rethought, and rightly so. They should focus on taking singles and doubles more, keep the scoreboard ticking around from 75 to 85 to 95, and then quite a more defensive look. You can attack sensibly, and you can defend so nervously. So there is a gap between these three. There is a differences, and there are differences of handling the pressure also. So within these three approaches, your success basically depend. Another single been taken, so as it was predetermined by the batter to block it or to defend it, it won't spread a good message to the team's dugout. So you need to rethink about this also, that whether you will predeterminedly defend or just push like this for a single. Lots of things will be hovering around Laila Cricket Club's batters, which is very expected. They have lost 6 wickets and 2 in the previous over. A sudden deadlock. Laila Cricket Club losing its way, and BMC Victorians on the other hand has been playing a cunning cricket. Change in fielding for that gentle push or that gentle sweep, beg your pardon. The bowler himself, Ragib Hassan, feeling to move the fielders from that square leg. Another predetermined block. That shouldn't be happened. Instead of 1, 2 runs been taken. 12 gone, 79 for 6. 3 wickets for Shajib Islam. Eased the path of BMC Victorians to have a Victorian paw. As straight as possible. Abdur Rahman and Mohammad Tawhidul Islam. Both the batters need to divide their strategies in between, like whoever would like to go big and whoever would like to fetch singles, doubles so frequently to revert the pressure to BMC Victorians. Nicely bowled, Shajib Islam. Hero with the ball in the previous over. A massive change in complexion of this match, as Laila Cricket Club was not bothering about wickets. They are fetching runs. They were having a nice ride, but immediately after that over, where 2 wickets gone for LCC, the whole complexion changed. Laila Cricket Club has the experience in corporate cricket, has a vast experience, I must say. They need to execute their experience in controlling the damage Brilliantly played. Just opened the face of the bat and 2 runs been taken. Sensible piece of batting from Laila Cricket Club and especially by Abdur Rahman and Mohammad Tawhidul Islam. They are not letting their strike rates down a bit. They are not letting the current run rate of their team, having those singles doubles so comfortably. Straight up in the air, but this time the fielder just was a spectator. It's high, handsome, and over the fence for a 6. What a time to bring this sixer. It's 90 for 6 after 13, LCC. The proceeding of the 14th over will get started by Rakib Hassan. It's a nice little try by these 2 batters to rebuild this innings. But with the last 6 in the last over, in the very last delivery, just ease the situation a bit for LCC because they are near around 100 runs mark. So if they somehow can get over that, then they can go for the big shots even more often. Attempted. Good mix up with line and length by Mohammad Rakib Hassan. Abdur Rahman just got a bit expected, a bit open before the bowler, and the bowler immediately fixed his line and length so well, not letting the batter to free his arms with those fuller length deliveries, just hold his length a bit back. And then push the batter to go for only a single. So sensible bowling from Rakib. He needs to finish it well. (93 for 6), Laila Cricket Club. With all the troubles, lofted high and pulls it so well. What a shot by Abdur Rahman. Second 6 for him. What a clean hit. Was in so ease. Moved so quickly and went on his back so quick that the bowler had no clue of getting the ball in full, and he picked the length so early. Abdur Rahman having a water break, a short water break instead of that long. Extraordinary batting from Abdur Rahman. Laila Cricket Club, 1 short of 100. Still a long way to go. They were in spot of bother of not playing for the full 20 overs quota. They have that still, but now I think they will feel a bit relaxed of having those 100 runs on board at least. Not in this over. Not on in this over though. You have to wait for the next one. 99 for 6. They can still manage to get those 141 runs on board. Projected calculation just showed you that. Fifteenth over is going to start, and I guess Raihan Kabir, the captain himself, no change in decision. Starts off well. A rare dot by Ujan Shanto. And here's the 100 runs mark. A sign of relief from the dugout. Couple of rounds of applause. All were there for these 3 magic figures. At some point they were thinking of getting bundled out below 100, but from there, with the help of Abdur Rahman, and don't forget about the contribution of Muhammad Tawhidul Islam, turned this game a bit to their favor. Yeah, lots to think, lots to do, lots to go. 101 for 6. Batters before them played some ambitious shot, but what a timing from Muhammad Tawhidul Islam. Just guides the ball towards that deep third with so ease that you can't even imagine. You were just lying on a bed and watching cricket, watching these singles, doubles to be taken, but suddenly, all of a sudden, this relaxed looking guided cut, the late cut, resulted in the boundary, and then will definitely shake you that wake up, it's a boundary. What a strike from Tawhidul Islam. He has been the spectator so far, but now he's flexing his arms and flexing his arms well. 13 from 11, and now after the 15th, it's 106 for 6. Don't get any other way, because last 5 is coming up. The slogs, and Alif will guide you through those slog overs.
Thank you so much, Prantor. After 15, it's 106 for 6. Laila Cricket Club. They were under extreme pressure after losing so many quick wickets, but now it's been recovered courtesy of Abdur Rahman and Imdi Tawhidul Islam. They have started a fight back, but it's still going on. And they have to keep that. Oh, yes! That's the biggest of the day! My words! It's got wings on it to fly all the way for 6. All of a sudden, Raihan Kabir Mitu was banging it short. And Abdur Rahman says, "Thank you very much. I'm gonna put you out of the park." 27 from 12. Abdur Rahman is breaking the shackles for Laila CC. Well, the ball went a long way. Took a bit of time to return. That's guided towards deep third. So Abdur Rahman will be having his tails up after playing that lusty blow, which went almost a mile. Laila Cricket Club are 114 for 6 all of a sudden. The shift of the gear has worked in their favor. And that's what a champion team does. They were one of the champions of the previous seasons, Laila Cricket Club, so they know how to face these typicals and make a strong statement, even from the darkest days. So that's what they're striving to do. In the gap will be a boundary. Oh no, it's a 6. Even better. Second 6 of this over from Abdur Rahman. And he is throwing kitchen sink. Anything short, anything which is a loose delivery, he is not going to die wondering. 16 gone and expensive over comes to a close. 17 runs from it. 1-1 for 6. Ujan Shanto returns his first spell from the far end. Oh yes, that's nailed! Clubbered all the way for 6. This is mayhem from Laila Cricket Club. This is going to be a great story of fight back. Once they were down with 6 wickets. 60 runs if I'm not wrong. But this partnership is writing a different story. And if you see last 10 deliveries, 3 sixes and a boundary. So they have hit more 6s than boundaries. Tawhidul Islam joined the party with Abdur Rahman with that 6. The projected score shows 154, and as my fellow commentator Prantor mentioned, that this is the business end of the game. There will be fireworks. Those have already started. Goes again! Over the covers! And the ball flies all the way for 6 runs. Wow. This is some marvelous stuff from the Laila batters. Once again, a blistering hit from Abdur Rahman. And he moves on to 40 from 15 deliveries only. This is an explosive knock from his bat. Down the leg. Was very close to the bat. Could be curtains for Abdur Rahman as well. But he's very fortunate that no feather touch. Ujan Shanto is not having a good over. 15 runs from the 17th over. A productive one for Laila CC. After 17, it's 136 for 6. The 17th over begins with a single. It's Rakib Hossain who's picked up a wicket, and he'll be looking for that much needed breakthrough for BMC Victorians. They were in a commanding position at one point, but gradually Laila CC has got the grip of the game, and right now they're certainly bossing it. Now the projected score shows 159, which can be a good total in this track. That's whacked away, but not in the gap. They're eyeing for the second run, bit of mix-up, but eventually the batters decide against it. It's a good take because there wasn't the second run, so there is no point of taking unnecessary risk. This partnership has grown, and this is really helping Laila CC to reach a substantial total. That pursuit should be on. On the pads, clipped. Good fielding from the fielders as well. They're proactive. Very much prompt and not letting the batters to steal any more extra runs. Something around 160 will be really crucial at the 6th innings of the day. Go straight down the ground. It's clubbed into the pond, and a new ball has to be fetched. Abdur Rahman completes his 50 from 20 deliveries only. This is a cracker of an innings. Take a bow, Mr. Abdur. You've saved your side. After 18, it's 146 for 6, and Abdur Rahman has to depart as per the rule of last man stands. In fact, he doesn't have to because he's lost all his partners. Well, I beg your pardon. He doesn't have to go back to the hut because all the other batters departed, and this is the last partnership. So if someone falls, he will be the last man. Otherwise, he can stay in the middle as long as the match is going on. In fact, this innings is going on. So no departure for Abdur Rahman, but he's played a stellar of a knock. Oh my goodness, was there an opportunity of stumping? Mohammad Rakib Hassan could have a wicket perhaps. The batter Tawhidul Islam stepped down the pitch and was beaten by the turn, but the keeper was not able to break the stumps. Thus, Tawhidul Islam survives, and a single brings Abdur Rahman, the devastating Abdur Rahman, to the striking end. Swung away, high in the air, over the top. The batting firepower continues from Abdur Rahman, and he is absolutely toying with the BMC bowlers in this point in time. A cracking stroke that was fully bludgeoned. He applied as much power as possible behind it, dragged it from outside off, played it to the onside, and there was a fielder positioned at that very direction, but he took the ball over the head of the fielder. This is some brilliant power hitting from the Laila batters. And the 150 has come up on the board as well. 153 for 6, Laila CC against BMC Victorians in the third and the final game of the day. Oh yes! He's gone again! Will he get 6 runs? He does! There was a fielder once again under contention, but it went over his head. 2-2 for Abdur Rahman. Laila CC move on to 159. And as it seems like they're moving towards a substantial total on the board. Rahman goes again. There's a fielder. Will the catch be taken? No, lands safely and short of the fielder. A touch of fortune for Abdur Rahman, and he deserves it as well. He played a valiant innings. Really saved his team from a misery. And nicely accompanied by Tawhidul Islam as well. Tawhid helps it on its way and gets a boundary. Absolutely a freebie down the leg side, and that's been dispatched. Tawhidul Islam says thank you very much and sends it all the way. After 19, Laila CC are 164 for 6. The ultimate over begins with a big stroke. Over long on. It sails away for half a dozen. Rakib Hussain has been welcomed by a 6. And Abdur Rahman is having a party here at Puberga Krida Shikha Pratishthan Ground 1. Moves to 69 from 24 deliveries. This is absolute carnage. Glorious hitting from Laila CC. Goes again. Straight. That's a skyscraper. And the ball disappears. 2 and 2. Abdur Rahman moves on to 75 from 25 balls. Wish he had more overs in his hand. Otherwise, he could have his century as well in last man stands, which is a rare scene. Because it's really difficult to hit a century. Keeping that rule in mind. He goes again! Makes it 3 and 3. Oh yes! This is the biggest of the day into the other ground. Abdur Rahman has launched a missile to the ground 2 of Puberga Krida Shikha Pratishthan. Boy oh boy. At one point we were in doubt whether they will be able to reach 100. But now, if they keep going like this, maybe they will be able to reach 200. Who knows? Well, 200 won't be possible. I beg your pardon. 6 runs will be short. But Abdur Rahman has 3 sixes on the trot. Rakib Hussain is having a horrible over. He doesn't get this one out of the screws, mistimed, but gets a single. However, oh my goodness, it's a no ball. What have you done, Rakib Hussain? It's rubbing salt into the wound. It's going to be a free hit, which means Tawhidul Islam will have the license to go for another biggie. This is complete harakiri from Rakib Hussain. 20 runs already from the first 3. Here's the free hit delivery. Tawhid hits it down the ground and brings Abdur Rahman into the striking end. He'll be facing the final delivery of this innings. This knock has been full of class, patience and entertainment. Can we have an entertaining conclusion? Can Abdur Rahman get one out of the screws? He tries to. That's gone straight up. A skyer, keeper under it. Should take the catch. He does take the catch. And this can be a double play as well. Perhaps it is. But doesn't really matter. enough runs on the board for Laila CC. It's 185, which is certainly a mammoth total on the board. And this total has to be chased on the 6th innings of the day. So that will be more tougher for BMC Victorians. Let's see. Of course, this is not impossible, whether they can chase it down or not. We will be right back with the run chase of the third and the final game.
It will be a mammoth task for BMC Victorians. 186 the target set by Laila Cricket Club. Of the way, BMC Victorians batter Jane Alam Johnny, and on the other side, Rubaiyat Sheikh Giyasuddin. A tremendous display of batting by the Laila Cricket Club, especially those two 7 and 8 down batters. Laila Cricket Club was 73 for 6. They had the double play in an over, and suddenly from 73 from 4 it became 73 for 6, and from that situation they turned around so brilliantly. Past that 150 runs mark. Inside edge. Oh, run out chance. Easy pickings, and yes. First wicket down for the Victorians. Lack of communications, lack of call, just costed the wicket. 2 for 1, BMC Victorians. Lots of misery for BMC Victorians. Wide signal by the umpire though. And Laila Cricket Club bowlers will go with all the long attack for ripping through the batting lineup of BMC Victorians to finish things early with a bonus point. Jane Alam Johnny, another run been taken. Last ball of the over. It is a mammoth task ahead of BMC Victorians. Another wide. They can afford it, frankly speaking. First over gone, it's 7 for 1, Victorians. Next over about to start. Lofted. Oh, nearly caught that. Nearly had that ball in his hand. Instead of that, it's a 6, I guess. Just waiting for the umpire signal, and yes, it's been signaled as a 6. A lucky one. A brave shot way outside of it. It was there to be hit, and he timed it perfectly. Bit touch of luck. Nicely driven. There's a huge gap in between. Good footwork. 2 runs been taken. BMC Victorians not losing hope. They know they have still the match to play, and for that reason they won't get rid of this match so easily. Brilliantly bowled onto the block hole. So now the 2 things may happen from here. Either BMC Victorians can bundle out so cheaply, or at the other end they can post a surprise of chasing that down. Nothing in between, basically. So it's all the time you may have something to offer to regain self-respect and definitely self-confidence. So you need to play for your pride. Anything can happen. They have the long batting line of left after this. Yes, the opponent bowling attack is equally commendable, strong enough, but you need to play your own game. You need to stand tall for your team and try your luck out. Another one, sensible batting, 2 gone, it's 17 for 1 BMC Victorians. With the full power, targeting that sweeper cover or deep point zone, it's very obvious of having those balls onto the wide outside off line, and it's an obvious thing to play shots in those areas. And as you were doing the things right, to play shots according to the merit of the ball, you are in the right track. Brilliantly bowled. Good comeback by the bowler. For a while, I was just astonishing that how could these 2 batters just shuffling across, riding their luck with those shots. But at some point, it was so obvious that some sort of pacey, some swinging in delivery is coming up. And thus the exact thing happens. Oh, the carbon copy of the previous delivery. This sort of attack will definitely create a bit problem for the batters down there. It could have been a neck-to-neck competition, but you can't do anything special against this bowling. Top edge, top edge. Anyone? Oh, what's a valiant effort A diving effort till the very last moment. He tried his luck hard, dove with the full throat, but finally just couldn't hold the ball onto his hand. Nearly another one for BMC Victorians. Lucky enough. Always it's a very tough chance for any sort of fielder to catch the ball under the sunlight, and it was straight onto his eyes. Another wide. Twenty for one. Last ball remains. Back to back wide. It results with giving away 3 extra runs. 3 gone, 23 for 1. BMC Victorians. Three overs gone. Another single been taken. They're dealing it in both ways. That's a good thing. They're having those boundaries and over boundaries. They're trying hard. That's the reason. And at the same time, they're dealing with those singles and doubles. Clears his front leg, using that vacant zone at deep extra cover. They could ride their luck on because 2 runs could have been there. They need to be very agile, very sporting. If they trump Laila Cricket Club from here, another one. Yes, they are dealing it in both ways. And for a few moments, they are not getting those boundaries or over boundaries, but it shouldn't bother them that much because they have the full 20 overs to play, wickets in hand, so they can go big if they need at any time. Good mix up in pace. Good mix up by Mohammad Tawhidul Islam. Kind of adjustments in the field. Following the batters well. Tawhidul Islam, though conceding a few wides, but nicely getting in the groove with the ball. Another single to finish the 4th. 27 for 1, BMC Victorians. Spin been introduced by Laila Cricket Club for the first time. Left arm orthodox spin. Brilliantly bowled, coming inside and negotiated well by the batter though. Shuffling across well, and the batter now also following the bowler with that angling action coming around the wicket. Left arm orthodox, you need to be very watchful. And here's the one. Here is the one. Clean bowled. Tried that slog sweep, but it was too good for the batter. Slided in quickly and had no clue for the batter. Just mistimed it. Totally missed that, in fact. And got his wicket down 29 for 2. BMC Victorians. Newman in. Straight batted shot. Just couldn't hold that ball and couldn't restrict the batter to take a single to get off the mark. 30 on board. And now it's becoming a spot of bother for BMC Victorians. Brilliantly bowled. Just becoming squeezed down in front of the bowler after getting crossed down. So it's 5 gone, 31 for 2, BMC Victorians. And for the next 5, Alif will join the com box.
Thank you so much. After 5, it's 31 for 2. BMC Victorians in pursuit of 186, which is a colossal total. That's cracked away, but straight to the fielder. Johnny Alam, Johnny and Mir Emri Rakib Hassan, in fact, are out there in the middle. So, in the first innings, we witnessed an Abdur Rahman Johnny show. He's played a stellar knock with the bat in hand. Let's see whether Johnny Alam Johnny can do justice to his name. Down the leg, helped on its way. Boundary for MD Rakib Hassan. Rakib Ahmed was the bowler and was down the leg side with some pace as well. Rakib Hassan just tickled fine, and the fielder was at squarish position as well. There's no chance to stop the ball. Another streaky single from Jane Alam Johnny's bat. It's 37 for 2. BMC Victorians. Appeal, loud appeal, and the credit finger goes up. Rakib Ahmed strikes and removes Jane Alam Johnny from the equation. BMC Victorians lose their third. It was outside the off stump. Johnny was looking to play the ball late, was eyeing for a deft touch, but the ball took an outside edge and went to the glove of the keeper. The misery for BMC Victorians continues. It's 37 for 3. Ujan Shanto is the new man in. Bit of trigger movement straight away. $38 for 3 after 6. Ashraful Pavel, who's already picked up a wicket, is for his second over. It's down the leg. The keeper could have done better. And off the pads, it races off to the fence. It was ill-directed, was sliding down the leg. Ashraful Pavel hasn't found the right line to bowl at. Played inside the line of the ball. All these live pictures are coming to you from Puberga Krida Shikhar Pratishthan Ground 1. It's Basundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League. And this is the third and the final game of the day. Oh, that's 6 all the way. It was a juicy half volley for someone like Rakib Hassan. And he absolutely climbs into that. As soon as he saw the ball, his eyes lit up and he pummeled it over cow corner. He goes again. But there is a fielder. Could be an opportunity. He takes a catch. Wow. This is some exquisite bit of fielding. A sharp catch from long off, in fact. And a little cameo comes to an end. BMC Victorians, they're losing wickets in quick successions. And another one gets added to the tally. It's 49 on the board in loss of 4 wickets. It's Mohammad Tuhin, the new man in, batting at number 6. Right from the get-go, BMC Victorians are walking in a tightrope. They did have a very good start. Oh my goodness! 2 and 2 for Pavel. And he will be on a hat-trick in the very first delivery of the next over. Yet another one bites the dust after 7. It's 49 for 5 BMC Victorians and they're in a spot of bother. Well, the third and the final game was promising to be a great encounter, but eventually it's turning into a one-sided affair. As Laila Cricket Club is absolutely bossing this game and running a riot over BMC Victorians. Ashraful Pavel was the destroyer in the last over, pick back-to-back wickets, and he will be on a hat-trick in the next over. Unfortunate that he didn't get the hat-trick ball in the same over. Shojib Islam comes out to bat in a situation what he wouldn't like, of course. His team is under the pump, 49 for 5. Still a mountain to climb for BMC. 137 from 65 on the pads. 2 is the call, but they should stay with a single, I believe. Good thinking from the batters. There is no point of taking the second run with a lot of risk. Mamun Shardar couldn't really flourish with a bat in hand. Would love to compensate that with some right or medium pace. The 50 has come up on the board for BMC. In the meantime, 51 for 5 now on the 8th over. Mamun does go outside the off stump. That's the area All the bowlers are dirting in right from the inception of the day. The skippers were very vocal and urging the bowlers to bowl away from the stumps. In that pursuit, in the second game, the bowlers of Amin Wicket Cricket Club considered a lot of wide deliveries. Then again, they persisted to that plan and eventually they won the game as well by 1 run, which was, of course, a fortunate victory for them. However, that ploy was there in their mind. So, the bowlers of Laila CC are also trying to replicate the same thing. Worked away from the hips just for a single. So, the 8th over comes to an end with this. After 8, it's 54 for 5. So it's Ashraful Pavel, already 3 wickets under his belt, and that's his hat-trick delivery. Uzan Shant is on strike. He drives it on the up. A tossed-up delivery, once again outside the off stump. But he should have kept it within the stumps since it was his hat-trick ball. Ashraful Pavel has bowled a superb spell. 3 wickets already, 15 runs in exchange of that. This is superlative stuff. And among those 3 wickets, 2 were bowled. Thus, he should have attempted the same thing on his hat-trick ball as well. Has been really stingy. Another single gets picked up, and this brings Shojib Slum into the striking end. Nine overs are done. After 9, it's 58 for 5. Mamun Shordar continues. Ooh, just whistles past the bat. For a moment, I thought there was an edge. Fortunate for the batter that no feather touch. Otherwise, it would be curtains for him. This is wide, wayward from Mamun. That ploy is causing the damage. The ploy to stay away from the stumps, bowl as wide as possible, despite staying within the limit of the wide. Sometimes the bowlers are going wayward, and those wides are leaking runs as well. That's a good ball. A masterful delivery from Mamun Shardar. He's beaten the outside edge of Shojib Islam on the 3rd occasion. And the keeper is also asking him to bowl the same delivery once again. Better connection this time around from Shojib. This will result in a single only. The asking rate is mounting after every delivery, and 126 runs to get from the last 52, which is going to be a daunting task. Well, this is ominous from Mamoon, the second wide of this over. He should have kept it within the line. I understand he's trying to go away from the batter's body, but then again, that's too wide. Edged away towards deep third and beats the fielder as well to go all the way for a boundary. That's the end of the 10th over, with the score being 66 for 5. And so it's the time for the change in the com box. For the next 5 overs, you will have Prantor Dashanoi with you.
Thank you, Ali, for welcoming me in. 10th over done and dusted. Only 3 wickets away. Laila Cricket Club from the victory. Nudges it towards that super cover region for another single. Laila Cricket Club has been so lethal with their bowling attack. Nicely bowled again. Batter trying to just dismal the bowling attack with some zigzag. Not that much successful though. Shorter down the leg, an obvious signal of a wide. I think it's been too late now for BMC Victorians, as they have lost 5 important wickets, 2 in an over. With an ease, another run's been taken. Eleven over gone now. Starting the 12th with a try to go big, but it was pacey enough and down the leg for a wide. I think it's been too late for BMC Victorians with the bat. And those wicket-to-wicket deliveries are proving so hard for them, for the BMC batters, to go big. And those lack of boundaries and over boundaries just costing them a lot. Rather than they have been able to just collect those singles and doubles so often. And Laila Cricket Club just squeezing off those 4 sixes down the leg. Finally the curse broken. A boundary, it was there to be hit. Low full toss down the leg, and it was an easy pick for the batter. Finally a boundary, 79 on board. Oh, pace, bounce, everything was there with the proper length. It was too hard for the batter to cut it off or to drag it from outside off to leg with a pull. Another aerial shot. A bit aerial, not that much. It was traveling so fast just for a while. Top edge, top edge. It will be a tough chance, yes. As I was talking about that, it just fall into the no man's land. 80 for 5 after 12. Drives it well, but only for a single. Dealing with only doubles and singles. So 81 now. Exactly 105 runs required from here. Of 39 deliveries. It will be an uphill task. Not it will be, I think it is an uphill task. So BMC batters must be try to be in the middle as long as possible to drag this batting till the very end, till the 20th over. Driven towards long on now, wideish long on for another single. Slide appeal. Oh, it's given. I think plumb enough to give it an out. 6 down now. 483. BMC Victorians just digging the hole for them. Brilliantly bowled right on the block hole. No space offered by Tawhidul Islam. Got his first wicket in the previous ball, so 13 gone now. Another over done and dusted. No rays of hope for BMC Victorians, 83 for 6. Oh, nearly another wicket. Nearly another one. Walid Chaudhary. We have seen him bowling such a length with sheer pace. Two wickets away, Laila Cricket Club from the victory. But hold your nerve, because from similar kind of situation, Laila Cricket Club just turned around to score those 180 odd runs. So you can't count any team out of the match till the very last ball. So what if BMC batters can build a partnership, can build a stormy partnership to storm towards that target? It will be tough, it will be a mammoth one. While you are chasing, it will be a bit difficult. Slight touch of the bat, I guess, but no, it's leg by signal by the umpire. It's another run. They need to shift the gear immediately. It is the right time to go big. It is the only time, I guess. You can go big or you can just lose the match. Either way, you're gonna struggle. So why not start the struggling on a high note? At least to regain some sort of confidence. At least to go near around that target. Could have been another one. Could have been another one. Just got safe, I guess. 14 gone, 86 for 6. Another over from Maimun Sardar. Gonna bit costly. 21 runs in 3 overs. Nothing much left if they won't go lethal from here. Shuffling across. Just played it well for only a single. No chance of having another one as the bat just slipped away. As the slog over is going to start soon, then shift the gear soon, as I mentioned in the previous over. But it's becoming so tough for the batters. Laila Cricket Club bowlers maintaining such straight lines, such tight line and lengths, not offering any width, offering any room to try their big shots. The top order just being broken. Oh, under edge. That's the boundary. Lucky one. Not that much of chance for the keeper. Passed through that long leg for a boundary. A welcoming one for the BMC batters. And for the entire team. Surely. Oh, oh, around another one, I guess. Just got past the bat. Last ball left. I guess it's done and dusted of the 15th. Yes, it's 93 for 6 BMC Victorians. And it's time to welcome Ali for the last time today, as the 5 overs match is still left on card.
Thank you so much, Pranthar. After 15, it's 93 for 6 BMC Victorians. They're fighting a lost battle, that must be said. 93 to get from 25. That is, of course, possible if you are good at maths. But from the naked eye, I don't see any hope for BMC in this game with only a couple of wickets in hand. And this is the last partnership. If someone falls down, the other batter will be the last man standing. Ujan Shanto just pushes it through the offside and gets a single. And this brings Rakib Hossain into the striking end. Riajul Huda Razi into his third over. It's going to be difficult on the pitch Mistimed. Fielder under it. No, it's over the head of the fielder. For a moment, I thought he was in contention. But Rakib Hossain has struck that so sweetly. The ball has traveled the distance for 6. And the 100 comes up on the board for BMC Victorians in loss of 6 wickets. Goes again. Fielder can't really take it. Back-to-back 6s for Rakib Hossain. And he's got to move on. All of a sudden, BMC Victorians has started taking the counter punch. Slower delivery has taken the pace of dead Riazul Hudaraji. 16 gone, it's 1 of 7 for 6. The 17th over will be delivered by Tauhidul Islam, the right-arm seamer. Already bowled a couple and bowled so well. Only 7 runs given away and has picked up a wicket too. So he would love to finish things off in good terms. Bowl stumps to stump. The batter is compelled to defend it and pick up a single. It's a match where everything has transpired. Quick fall of wickets for both the sides, Laila CC and BMC Victorians. Then a very good turnaround from Laila CC as well. Abdur Rahman Johnny has played a marvelous knock. That's a skyscraper. I don't think it will be caught. It isn't. So it's 109 for 6. BMC Victorians. They need 77 runs from the last 18. And I don't think it's really going to be possible from this point in time. Wrapped on the pads. A vigorous appeal, but denied by Mushfiq Nitol. Mushfiq Nitol and Mojahid Hussain Naim are the officials who are officiating this game. And it's a very thankless job as well. They don't really get appreciated for the efforts they're putting in. They can't really miss a single second of any game. Short, pulled, fielder in position, takes the catch. That's the end of Ujan Shanto. The trap was set and he fell into that. A fielder was stationed at deep fine leg and a short delivery was offered so that he could hook the ball. And he fell into the trap. As the last partnership is broken for BMC Victorians. And Rakib Hossain is the last man who is standing. It's 110 for 7, BMC Victorians. They were chasing a mammoth total, but everything was messy for them right from the get-go. Well bowled. That's a crafty delivery from Tauhidul Islam. Rakib Hussain was asking how this is not called a wide, but Mushfiq Nitol denies his appeal. 3 overs remaining for BMC Victorians, and they'll need 76 runs. Wali Chaudhary will be with the 18th over. Not a good start, spraying down the leg side. Walid has to re-bowl that. I don't think it will be a wise decision for the bowlers to try out too many things. Since this is the last man standing, they should try to bowl stump to stump and keep things really difficult for the batter. And as per the rule, the batter can't really take single. Either double or boundaries. These are the only ways to score runs. Short, he's pulled it, but that'll land in the gap. Absolutely a miscued pull shot. Rakib doesn't go for the run because if he goes, he has to run twice. No single will be allowed. He goes straight. There's a fielder. Will he take the catch? He does! That is a brilliant take from the boundary line. And that's the end of the third and the final game of the day, where BMC Victorians lost by 74 runs. Laila Cricket Club, they are the triumphal of this game. Really good performance from the side. They batted tremendously well after that early collapse. And their bowlers were also splendid. So that's it. Thank you so much, ladies and gents, for joining us. It was a great day of cricket, full of entertainment and joy. And we are hoping to make a very quick comeback. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye from PKSB Ground.